Modern BMWs have an incredible amount of features and most of them are pre-configured for you. But what if you wanted to customize it to your liking or unlock some hidden features? Well, that is exactly what coding your car is for. In this video, I will show you some of my favorite coding changes on this BMW X7, which will also apply to BMW X5 and BMW X6 of the same generation. Details about supported models are in the description. So how does this work? Well, we will be using the BimmerCode app on my phone and an OBD2 adapter that is compatible with the app as well as the vehicle. The app is free, but you will have to purchase their premium license to be able to code, which is about $30. The OBD2 adapter I used to use in the past was this VPeak one, which I really liked because it worked and it was cheap. It was only $30. But unfortunately for G-chassis BMWs like the G05, G06, or G07 like this will not work for some of the systems. So I bought this OBD Link CX adapter for $80. I'm not sponsored by anyone here, so pick your own or check out the links in the description for the stuff I bought. Onto coding. I will break this down by control units so we don't have to jump between the systems, but the first thing you have to do is plug in the OBD2 device into the car, connect to it on the phone, select your vehicle, and you're ready to go. Finally, with all of that out of the way, let's jump straight into the first one. We'll start with the head unit control module. First item worth changing here is a very simple one, but one I like to have in all of the cars, which is adding the temperature to the tire pressure control menu in the iDrive system. Normally it only shows the pressure, so by enabling this option, we can also see the temperature of each tire, which is very useful. The head unit module is also responsible for, obviously, media playback, so you can enable video in motion and video via USB. Now your passenger can watch a movie while you are driving and stream YouTube or Netflix while mirroring the phone. This will only work for Android as this is the Miracast protocol and it does not support AirPlay, unfortunately. Pretty cool, but obviously don't use it if it's not legal where you live. Lastly, we can disable all of those annoying warnings, specifically the camera warning, the startup warning, and the night vision warning if your car is equipped with that option. With everything modified how we like it, we can now code this module and move on to the next one. You want the car to be in diagnostics mode for this and the battery charged. If you have a weak battery, I would not recommend coding until it is fully charged. The app will take a backup at this time, so if you want to go back to how it was before, you can easily do so by restoring from one of the backups. Next, let's jump to the engine control unit, where we can make the auto start stop function remember the last state instead of always defaulting back to on when you restart the car. This is one of my favorites as I hate having the engine turn off while it's still very warm inside, or if I'm in bumper-to-bumper traffic. I can enable it when I want to use it without being forced to each time. This is also the module that allows you to change the battery capacity or type if you change or upgrade your battery. The next module to code is the advanced crash safety module, for which you will need the more expensive OBD2 adapter as mentioned earlier. Here I want to disable seatbelt reminders for the driver and the passenger. For me, it has become second nature to just buckle in every time you get in the car, so I don't need to be reminded. This is especially annoying when I'm moving the car in and out of the garage on my own driveway. I don't need to be reminded. There are two options here. We can disable just the acoustic reminder, which is what I'm doing here, and still be notified in the instrument cluster, or we can disable the visual seatbelt reminders as well. That's it for this module, so let's code it and go to the next one, which is the body domain controller. And this one allows us to customize a lot of options. For example, we can change the default driving mode when the car starts. I will be setting mine to comfort individual, but you can also select sport or any of these options on the list. We can also enable or disable folding and unfolding mirrors with convenient closing. So when you use the ridges on the door or the key fob, the mirrors will fold in as well. This is a massive vehicle, so this is actually really useful. I also found it useful to adjust the automatic mirror tilt value so that the mirror doesn't dip down as much. Usually it doesn't really help me back up onto the driveway, if it's that low, so I made mine go down only about half as much. Of course, if you park on the street a lot and there's a curb, it's probably a good idea to leave it at default so you can see the curb better, but for me, that's not really a common place to park. Speaking of convenience, have you noticed how the window will stop going up or down if you open the door? Well, we can fix that with the window lifter option. Now you can raise or lower the glass with the door open, or even open the door while it's happening. How convenient. You don't have to wait for the glass to close before you exit the vehicle. Lastly, if you find that the rain sensor is not as effective as you would like it to be, then you can adjust its sensitivity from insensitive to very sensitive to make sure it never misses a drop. Now that was a lot of changes, so let's code it and go on to our last module, the instrument cluster. This one is purely for fun and I will probably revert it back at some point, but I wanted to see what the ALPINA layout is like, so let's enable it under layout. As you can see, you can also change it to M Sport, M, or even M Performance layouts here as well. And doesn't it look really cool? Definitely a nice change to have. And while I'm here, I will also make sure that the refresh rate of the digital speed is set to 5 times per second, so it's as smooth as possible. With the last module coded, we are done. Of course, there are tons more you can change here, like disabling the warning beeps when closing and opening the tailgate, or enabling closure of the set tailgate from the key fob, or enabling European-style emergency brake lights where they blink on hard braking, and much more. Also, I was not able to find a couple of items I really wanted to get rid of, such as the 37-degree cold weather warning through the safe coding options we have seen in this video. However, if you'd like for me to dig much deeper and find some cool expert level coding changes like the ALPINA ambient light color combination or disabling side yellow markers, those over there on the side of the headlights, like the video and leave your comments down below so I know there is interest in the more advanced coding video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have been encouraged to code your BMW X5, X6, or X7, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!